Memo bibi akwaba eba Melody TV so. Enra BBC na it was serious. It was serious. There was a leaked letter coming from the office of the president. Ana yeka say President Akufo Addo or person will free so na wo enye so wo person will free so no. A day to say President Akufo Addo eba be free so no. Nkrofo bi yachi omo atum e wo Ghana ha. Wo grant omo presidential pardon or ma ye yi omo efrim. So yesterday around anopa and I see breaking news no. And so personally, my mama as a personally I news bisaba when you get the top media platforms in this country like City FM and the likes, when they start reporting on news like that, ayana uhune say it is legit news. Okay, when news bisaba ayana me uhune say legit, but there was something and me imagine say let me just not report on the news yet. I don't know, but normally ayana news bibana ayamesa it ayana. The feeling is that there will be an update. Enti ayana sometimes me feelings. Enti enra I didn't report on the news even though it came in the morning. I heard the news in the morning. Enti beye area ni mu no. Now still I've not reported on the news, but me imagine say bia enyumre me reporting on the news. Enyumre ni mu ana yenya update letter every office of the president eka se eyentro. But then we have some people bia womonso ebenya womotre say oh indeed na ye no kware ba wo mo hwe sani Ghana for comment wa asem ne so no e na ama eye president Akufo Addo aba abonti aba be ye U10 a wo ka se enye sanete but ye be he say indeed sanete anase enye sanete me the letters mienu e na to screen eso the letter on your left hand side ye news na epie ye no emra president Akufo Addo by one of the things our year ye say we banking sector cleanup na banking sector cleanup no one of the banks our mo ho ba asem a capital bank. Now, as a capital bank, no na Dr. Reverend Mensa Otabel Otiano. But bank ni penyino ni a friend atuesien. Mokaya oyobia ye chini tumu say o mismanage the funds of the bank. Ena ema bank no esika sem say ye joka humbi ene ye chini tumu. Now, aside or no, there are other people being so President Akufo Addo aban wo mo eden achi omo atum. Until letter ba bonten says atu esieni together with some other people. Okay, some other 10 say some other 10 people. Until total no omo 11. President Akufo Addo be free so a day say we be free so no wa grant you presidential pardon. And so for me when I saw the letter yesterday what I was asking myself they say Atu esiani yesi we di bone onu hunti na wegu bank wegu nkrofo wegu banks and the Ghana ye debu Akufo Addo eji se oba e waba begu banks na se wachi na atomo a de ntia na wo free aban mu no wo jan no. That was the question personally I was asking, but later by President Akufo Addo every ne officer wo mo ka se yentro on jai wo bia mu on release wo bia. And so let's read the letter that initially came and then we'll go and read letter now eba na wo mka se on release you bia nti letter na initially eba no oha the reference number is on it, the office of the president, the friends letterhead office of the president letterhead is on it. Watro dear I'm so much dear is it dear national chairman or dear something chairman. Anyway, I'll say prerogative of mercy in accordance with article 72(1) of the constitution. Now I'll say the President of the Republic wishes to exercise his prerogative of mercy in accordance with Article 72(1) of the Constitution to pardon certain convicted persons. The persons in respect of whom the President wishes to exercise this discretion are as follows. It is say President Akufo Addo person will pardon Nkrofo na will pardon Omuni. Akwesi Al-Hassan. He was convicted of murder and sentenced to death on 19th March 1993. He has been in prison since then, 31 years. He's now serving life imprisonment per presidential order. It's a branch of friend Akwesi Al-Hassan. We did 31 years. Prison. 1993 ni echi ni tum se wekun nipa oka omo a President Akufo Addo pese ye jai omo. 2. Beatrice Ofori. She was convicted of human trafficking on 6th June 2023 for 8 years with hard labor. She is currently 64 years old and is seriously hypertensive. This has affected both legs, leading to her inability to move freely. She spends most of her time in the prison infirmary. And you know, another lady being so I see on 64. Yachi ni tumu 2023. Now opese so spend 8 years. Ba o ha wayare emende prison hono untumi nante nko bebia. De bia na trese hospital ewo prison hono na oye den ote. Untumi nya hwe nti no anke yenya no nombre fie nomra mehwe ne ho. Eno oka ho. And then William Ato Asian into Ato Asian de na eye nkrofo issue. Into say William Ato Asian, he was convicted for his role in the collapse of Capital Bank and sentenced to pay 90 million Ghana cedis. He defaulted after paying part of the money. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison in December 2023. He is suffering from severe life-threatening medical conditions and has undergone multiple surgeries as a result. Inti Ato Asian, yese wono so yatina tumdie, nanso yes surgery. Actually say why are serious it was a yejano. And then Frank Obing, he was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 40 years in prison. He is currently serving his sentence in Insawam prison. His sentence is proposed to be reduced from 40 to 12 years. Into anonso Frank Obing and Grofo say basically no na Ato Asian ye pesi yejano any ashe dade other people like den ababeka ho. Stephen Nyakun, he was convicted of conspiracy to rob and robbery in December 2010 and sentenced to 30 years. He has served 22 years in total, including time spent in remand. Philip Akpena Asibit, he was sentenced to 12 years in prison in 2018 for willfully causing financial loss to the state related to his role at the National Youth Employment Program. He has served 6 years in prison. He has pleaded to be released on the grounds of ill health. Until binso Akufo Addo mobile ya wo mo che no se wono nso abo man ika ono nso also serve 12 years ono nso o hia yese wono nso yare to ono nso ye de na ka ho. Ena Osman Inusa, he was convicted on conspiracy to commit robbery even though he was found not guilty of armed robbery. A petition submitted on his behalf states that he has mental health challenges which need to be treated and managed at home. And then Joseph Nanakweku Boateng, he was convicted for attempted export and possession of narcotic substance on 28th May 2019 and sentenced to 15 years. He has served 8 years in total, including 5 spent in remand. Into here, Abrante bin so on also MPP time, you see a chain for cocaine. On no put the Yankase oyare, but ye release you on also. And then Emalo Edumensa, he was convicted of possession of narcotics and sentenced to prison term of 15 years in April 2024. He's currently serving his prison term in Insawam prison. And also, Obia wanonso cocaine ya chino a year last year ya wanonso near pesi releasing no. And then Kwame Chum Ampofo. And then the last person, Alexander Andrew Nilante Lawson. So this was the letter. Letter no head ni pakran and the signature. Eti Masia, a call a suman who is the legal counsel to the president. Okay, and this letter was from them to the Council of State, the chairperson of the Council of State. Council of State, into Akufo Addo lawyer, and a troll letter allegedly a common Council of State. But here, Enra, and a Eugene Ahin Ebeka said no presidential pardons granted. So the attention of the office of the president has been drawn to reports circulating in sections of media suggesting that the president of the republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo Addo, granted a presidential pardon to certain individuals. We wish to categorically state that these assertions are inaccurate and no pardon has been granted by President Akufo Addo. The public is kindly urged to disregard any contrary information and rely on official communications from office of the president. Into Eugene Ahin, Eba Beka say, Yentro, Yen grante presidential pardon bia, Yen ma will be a presidential pardon to more asemna ba, more kasa de dende no yenye but send America no there are people who are close journalists ebi mo ahya ase eba bonti ababeka say well indeed what happened they say there was a letter from President Akufo Addo to the Council of States say na die we wo mo pese wo mo ye the reason why I end the President Akufo Addo aba bonti a wo mo ye U10 no one knows probably because Ghana for kasa Ghana for kasa di entia na last minute aka one day na we free so as president o ba be ya ade sei aden ene Akufo Addo ye sei di entia na wo ye sei what you say nti na no na ama ensemweni na baba I don't know where you want to belong meaning but what do you think say indeed ade na President Akufo Addo person ye nkrofo ebu funu nti na wo ba be ye U10 ana say ntro na nkrofo try to President Akufo Addo but as I'm saying o share letter no ene de ekwa it look like a legit letter from the president to the Council of State okay it looked like a very legit letter so montre mo your comment box demo medase